I studied astrology, and for me, the best thing that astrology gave me, it was like understand myself a little bit better and the opportunity to be me. And I think that's the biggest thing that you can find with astrology is when it opens the door for you to understand yourself, and it allows you to live the life that you're meant to live. So it's something that relieves you because you can understand yourself better. You can see that the things are the way that they are because they have like a meaning, and you can be whatever you are. You don't have to put yourself in little boxes. You are different from everyone else, and your life is going to be different. And it's just like a joy to see it in front of you in a chart, and you can see like, oh my God, so I can be this way because that's the way I am. So it allows you to be yourself. I think that's the biggest thing that astrology can give to you or to anyone else. That's it.
I've been studying astrology properly for 3 years, but I first discovered it over 20 years ago, and as soon as I realised that my birth chart described me, I realised that that must mean that I've fitted into some much bigger pattern or picture, and that gave me a lot of comfort, and it really made me feel like there was some meaning to life. And the other thing that it made me think was that it was perfectly all right to be myself. I couldn't be anything but myself, and it made me more tolerant of all the people around me.
My name's Julia, and I've been studying astrology for over 30 years. What I think it did for me initially when I first started learning around just before my Saturn return was it gave me a much greater insight into myself and other people. But as time's gone by, I think I've used it in a much more practical way, particularly since I got involved with more traditional astrology, where I find it's such a useful technique to be able to look at planning and helping people to answer questions. I'm very interested in mundane and electional and traditional astrology generally, and my long-term aim is to bring business and astrology closer together. And if I can do that, I feel that I will have achieved my goal with astrology.
I've been studying astrology for about 37 years, and I think it's awesomely accurate. I love the fact that it can really describe people's personalities and what motivates people, etc. I find it actually quite humorous because sometimes I just know what people's star signs are and what their moon sign is, etc. I mean, thinking of an example, I was at an astrology Christmas do once, and there was a woman sitting next to me, and she was shoveling food down her gullet really fast. And I said, "You're not a Taurus by any chance, are you?" And she said, "Yes, I've got the sun in Taurus and the moon in Gemini." And I thought, that's why she's doing it at a great speed as well. So some people are just amazingly true to their astrology, and I found that my astrology chart really fits me to a T.